Hello, everybody, and welcome on back to Comic Conquest. Today, we are resuming our talk of the Book of Boba.
We've missed quite a few.
But we're back now, and we're gonna talk about what is it, 2 through 4 or something?
2 to 4, yeah. 2 to 4. And I mean,
it's Mos Espa. We figured it out.
Mos
Espa.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But we'll just drive straight into it because there's actually a lot to talk about. I think that's these episodes. Of course, episode 2 was mainly the Tuscan episode, with the train, and the pikes.
Can I just say that the pikes are the most inconsistent fucking Star Wars thing ever?
I mean, pop up some images, different media of the pikes. Yeah, they change a lot. What the fuck? Come on,
I didn't know it was a mask. I thought that was just like their face.
I thought that was the face. Yeah, we saw the train, the pikes, and we really got into the Tuscan Tribe stuff.
Yeah. The Tuscans are actually characterized. They're not just savages, as we learned.
Yeah, and it's actually really cool when he's teaching them to ride the bikes, and he's like a banta. And then, what? Yeah, you get all the goodness there of him learning how to retrain, and we kind of move on after, what is it? We get rid of the train, and then he goes to the pikes. Wait, is that an episode? Fuck.
I think that might be 3.
That is 3, right? Yeah.
Because he gets the speeders. I think it doesn't. Who cares what episode
doesn't
it is?
Matter.
But he earns the respect, basically. The Tuscans' respect at the end when he takes down this train that pretty much just runs through, and it's running spice, and they just fucking shoot anybody. They're like,
dude,
oh shit.
So we take down the train, which was really cool. The sequence, and also the CGI, for quite a few of these episodes is pretty good.
They've been pretty good. I haven't. Besides that, multi-armed weirdo, I think it's been super solid. The Huts which show up. We'll talk about them in a minute. They look fantastic.
Jabba's cousins, I believe, the twins.
Yeah.
Come to Tatooine, and they're like, "Yo, fuck you, Boba Fett," and then he's like,
"No, fuck you,
fuck you." And then we see, of course, Black Krrsantan from the comic books. Do you know anything about Black Krrsantan?
No, so actually, funny story here. I see him show up on screen and I go, "Oh, sick, a Wookiee. That's gnarly." And then I go on Instagram and everybody's like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, damn, I did not have the desired reaction.
Black Krrsantan, of course, fought Obi-Wan, which is what I know him from, really. I know he's in a bunch of other comic books, but I really only know him from the Obi-Wan ones where Obi-Wan kind of claps back and gets clapped.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. I was gonna send you a text, but I was like, I'm gonna save it for the episode.
This was me. I was like, yeah.
And the Wookiee suit looks good.
It looks pretty good.
I was kind of surprised. He doesn't feel as tall as Chewbacca, but
he feels wide though.
Yeah,
I'll give
he feels
him that.
Fucking. Yo, and what is it? Episode 3 where he attacks Boba's palace?
I think it's the end of 3.
We should talk about the cybernetic gang, the biker gang, the power, as people have named them, the Power 8.
Bro, the power mopeds. Fuck.
Dude, so what's the opinion here? What's the thing?
I think I like certain things separately. If we were to take this out, I like the designs of these futuristic 50s looking mopeds. I think those are kind of sick. I don't think they fit on Tatooine.
They definitely don't fit on Tatooine. I definitely see it on Coruscant or something.
Yeah, I see it on a fancier planet.
I don't see the cybernetic gang riding. I imagine these guys are riding Mad Max style.
Yeah, I would see more like a chopper or they're flames and shit. But these fucking mopeds. It's a cool sequence, but I feel like there's a couple.
That chase sequence I have a gripe with is it felt slow, dog. They're moving through this from Mos Espa, and I'm just it looks like I'm like, where's the speed, dog? I felt like a granny could be walking next to him. I was like, why doesn't Boba Fett just zoom on the jetpack and just fucking blah, 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 blah.
The best part is he does that at the end of the chase.
Yeah,
He
at
just
the end I was like,
fucking-
where was this the whole time, bro? And, and part of me with like these 2 and 3 is like, Boba Fett feels kind of soft, bro. I'm like, where's the fucking Boba Fett that was just fucking standing there behind Vader, like, I'm ready to fuck shit up? Boba Fett felt soft.
Yeah, but I mean, as we know, at the end of the most recent episode, we do find out that he's finally healed, so he's all good.
Yeah. And then of course we see that Black Krrsantan attacks Boba in the palace while he's sleeping, which I was like, no, I was like, we just hired a gang to just what? I was like, this bet.
Yeah, how the fuck you get by them?
Like, yeah, like this guy just walked up the stairs.
Shit, you guys failed day one.
Yeah,
day one.
And Boba gets clapped. One way to put it, in his underwear. This guy's in his underwear, just getting mauled by a Wookiee.
I mean, it is a Wookiee, which is, you know, that makes sense. Wookiee just fucking rips people's arms off.
Part of me was like, there's this part where Krrsantan has him, he's cracking the back, and I was like, Boba's dead. We're dead. The show's over, right? It's the Black Krrsantan show now. But of course, the Book of Boba Fett, so he's fine. Like he gets up and like walks down his fucking bathrobe after, and I'm just like, chill, bro. I mean, whatever. Of course, they capture Krrsantan. The twins come. And they're like, okay, that was our bad.
Shit, we didn't think you'd survive. Anyway.
And then they're like, here's a rancor, which was cool. Like, and Danny Trejo was just there. Like,
I love. They're like, here's this rancor, and I'm like, is that fucking Danny Trejo? Oh yeah, my god,
like, it's that easy.
I forgot that he was in it. I remember long ago hearing that Danny Trejo was gonna be in it, and totally forgot. Just seeing him, he's just kind of like he's not a mob boss. He's like, just chilling with a rancor, and I kind of love it. I would love more stuff where they get like a big name actor, and he's like he's not like a mob boss or like any. He's just like he's chilling. He's there.
And I might be wrong, but I don't even think he has like a name, and it's just like Rancor trainer or something. I
don't know yet, but it's great. I love it.
Great role, and of course we learn more about the Rancor, and I love when we fill in the little lore bits, as I've said in the last episode. And then we see Boba releases Krrsantan, and then the Hutts are like, we don't want Krrsantan. He didn't kill you. He's bad. He's like a bad assassin now. And then we see Krrsantan get shrunk later in episode 4, but that's besides the point. And then I'm trying to think what else happens. Oh, the Rancor bonds with Boba. And
Boba immediately is like, I would like to ride.
Yeah.
I want to. I'm like, yes, please. You can't just say that and not have him at the end riding in on a fucking Rancor.
And we kind of move on to, is it episode 4? I'm kind of mixing stuff up, probably.
Honestly, we're just going through it.
And the next thing I kind of want to talk about is the dinner table scene. That episode 4?
That was episode 4. That was
4. And we get all the 3 families that we found out Bib Fortuna split up Mos Espa. And Boba's like, hey, I want to work with you guys. I'm no fucking Jabba the Hutt. I'll work with y'all, and yeah, I don't need a tribute. I'm not paying tribute to you. We don't need no tributes. It's just be neutral.
Come and together for this war against
but
the
there's
Pikes.
One thing, I'm fucking up the Pike, and they're like, but we make money off the Pikes. And he's like,
no.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. We're fighting the Pikes, and the deal is, I don't need your people to fight the Pikes. I'm gonna fight them, but just stay the fuck out of it. And then they're like, I don't know about this, Boba. And then all of a sudden, fucking the Rancor's like,
they're like, why are you the daimyo? Why can't we be? And then the fucking
Rancor.
Like, oh shit. No.
Sick. It's so cool, dude. And it's such a power play that fucking Boba's just still sitting down in the chair like, yeah, this.
Oh, she's hungry. She's hungry.
Yep.
Here you go. Good girl.
which was cool, really cool. And it's kind of that badass Boba Fett energy that I like.
That's
and
pretty
then
much all of the
present day.
present day stuff. But in the past, we see him make his do it. What's the stick? What's the fucking stick? Fuck. I knew it.
I don't know.
I gotta know now. But we see him making his stick, right? And he makes it after completing the task on the train. So they're all proud of him, he becomes like a full member, and they do this gaffy stick. It's a gaffy stick.
And he gets the robe, like
he gets the black robes from the Mandalorian, and he's a part of them. And then he's speaking on behalf of them in Mos Eisley, back to Mos Eisley, and he goes up to the Pikes. He's like, "Yo, fuck off," you know? And they're like, "Shit, you kind of right." And so then he goes back on his bantha. He's like riding his bantha. He's like, yeah, I'm a badass.
Yeah, I'm a
he comes back, and the fucking speeder gang have just shot everybody.
The Justice League came and killed the
Justice League came in, fucking killed. They pulled an Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, literally all of them except one apparently.
Yeah, we don't see the warrior one, but we see the chief. We see the little kid. So it's like
poor kid, poor dogs.
Damn.
All of them gone.
Rip the sand puppies.
Then we move to him just roaming on the bantha, I guess.
Yeah,
and he kind of starts to scope out Bib Fortuna.
Yeah,
and
he's like, damn, I would really like Boba's starship back in my possession.
Stop. He calls it the Fire Spray.
Does he really?
Yeah, so
oh, that was its original name, I think.
So like, I guess the lore of it all is Fire Spray is the model of ship.
Okay, that's right.
It's the model of ship is the Fire Spray gunship, which is the model of ship that Slave One is.
It's the Slave One.
Slave One is a Fire Spray gunship.
That's right. I forget.
Yeah, you don't read the Star Wars encyclopedia.
No, I knew that. It's been a minute, okay? Fire Spray is actually a pretty dope name, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if they wanted to change it to anything, I guess. I still think they should keep Slave. Anyway, side topic. And he's kind of like, fuck, I don't know if I could do that.
So he goes back to roaming, and then we see it was like it was one of the Mandalorian episodes.
It's Mandalorian season 1 episode 5, I believe. And you see in that episode, Mando shoots flare shots to blind Fennec Shan. I believe he's blinding Fennec Shan. I don't fully remember.
I think so, because she was... Yeah, it was Fennec. So he's blinding her because she has the high ground.
Yep. And then Boba's like, oh,
he's like, oh shit, that looks interesting. I'm gonna go check that out. That looks lit.
We see the scene. Literally, I think it's the scene from Mando where
it is. It's
pulls up
pretty much exact.
Yeah, on Fennec, and then he takes Fennec to the mod shop. Ironically enough, and she gets that whole like, I didn't even realize that was there, dog.
I mean, that's what she shows that when Boba shows up in Mando 2. Mando's like,
really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, Mando goes, yo, how the fuck are you here right now? She goes, some modifications. And then it's like 2 seconds, and you're like, what? So, does she eat? What was she given? Does she have like a rocket launcher stomach?
She eats with Boba anyway.
She's always drinking shit.
Star Wars, everybody. And
what's it do? Is it
you see,
unlimited
like,
ab crunch?
And then she has that like tube that pumps blood and blue fluid anyway.
Is it just unlimited ab crunch? Is that what it is?
Yeah, like when Anakin punches people with his hand.
Anyway, but like and then he's like, all right, you owe me a debt since I saved your life. She's like, shit. Okay, what do we do? He's like, we're gonna go get my ship from Bib Fortuna.
Well, she's also like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I am Boba Fett.
I am Boba Fett.
And then she's like, nah, Boba Fett's dead. Nice capping. And he's like, nah, it's me. And then she's like, okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, bro.
And then they scope out the place with the cool recon drone. And then they're kind of sitting around the campfire waiting for it, and he's like, so what? She's like, what's next after you get this fucking ship? And he's like, I'm gonna kill Bib Fortuna. And she's like, ha ha ha. He's like,
shit, you serious?
I'm gonna run the next family. And she's like, you're you're a bounty hunter. Why would we? He's like, I've realized the strength in a tribe. And a note here is, I was kind of upset with the pacing of the Tuscans. I felt like they killed the Tuscans so quickly. I get it, like 8 episodes or whatever. You gotta move the story. But I was like, it feels really short. And he says it during this episode. He's like, I spent years with them since the beginning, since the end of Return of the Jedi, basically to this point in Mandalorian, which is a couple years after Return of the Jedi. So we get more of the timeline placing, I guess. And then they steal the ship.
They steal the ship. They shoot some people. They
see the General Grievous droid with the knives. You see the little
General
rat catcher.
Grievous returned. Yeah.
And then you also see the rat catcher later at the family dinner table.
Yeah.
Which was a cool note. Trying to think what else.
Boba's like, well, now I gotta go find my armor, and he doesn't.
The first thing is we see him spray down the biker gang.
Oh yeah,
the ship, which was so badass. Which is like the Boba Fett I imagined, where she's like, what's next? And he's like, I got a score to settle. And you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? And he just pulls up on the
fucking annihilates him, like no chance. And then the one guy's like, I'm gonna get him. Fucking missile launch. Oh my god. So such a good
yeah,
and then he's like, I gotta go to the Snorlax pit and find my shit.
My armor. And then she's like, it's dissolved. He's like, it's pure Beskar, bitch.
Not Beskar.
Yeah. And then there's just it's cool. The ship, the movement, the CGI, the ship was super dope. I don't know if it's CGI, if they did it with miniatures. I don't know the technology behind it. Exactly.
I wouldn't be shocked knowing Jon Favreau if it was a miniature.
Because
that's what they did with the Mandalorian.
The bantha this episode was like an actual like puppet or something. Like it wasn't CGI.
I could tell. You could tell. Yeah.
Yeah. Which was like a charming note, I guess. Like it had like classic Star Wars charm of like the Yoda puppet. But anyway, yeah, he just slaughters them, and then he goes to the Sarlacc pit, and then they drop the seismic charge on the Sarlacc, which was
it was the most obvious jump scare coming, by the way, and I was like, and
then Boba's like, don't touch my button.
Yeah, Fennec like releases herself from the fucking seatbelt. Slaps the seismic charge and it just kind of falls in. And I was like, can't wait. Things fucking obliterated, and then my guy Boba's just like, let me just go back in there. Let me go check.
Yeah, he literally climbs down there and is like, it's not there.
And it comes out and he's just like pale.
and then fucking Fennec's like, fuck the fucking armor. Get a fucking back to tank.
You need a back to tank, my guy. So anyway, that's where then we go back to the present day at that point. We do Mando shit and
the Mando sound, and they're preparing for war.
Yeah, so Boba goes into the bar, finds Black Krrsantan. Black Krrsantan fucking rips the guy's arm off.
Rips the Transdoshan's arm off.
Because he's just having fun, because, fuck fun.
Transdoshans aren't allowed to have fun.
Not allowed. No lizards. Anyway, Boba's like, yo.
I got a job.
I think you need a job, my guy. And Krrsantan's like, shit, I guess, yeah.
And then we hear the Mando theme.
Yeah. Well, fuck, you're just gonna slap people with that real. I was gonna build up to it. I was gonna be like, well, Boba's looking over sunset. He's like, shit, we don't have enough people, and Fennec's like, do you got money? He's like, money's not gonna get us warriors, and she's like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I'm here, wah, wah, wah. And it's like,
yeah. I mean, I guess it wasn't that crazy to me. It's like, oh god, Boba Fett needs fucking muscle. I wonder who he's gonna go to. Maybe the new guy that he fucking met.
So does that mean Din's gonna fucking rock up with the Darksaber? Where he's like,
so this is the.
Or it's just like.
This is kind of more predictions.
That's right. You're right.
We'll get to the review. I like this a lot, dude. There's no way for me to put it. I do like new Star Wars stuff like The Mandalorian, but I love when we build on the old shit. I don't know if this is better than The Mandalorian at this point. Mandalorian is great at pacing. The show has a little bit of a pacing issue for me. I'm trying to tell a lot of story here.
It's definitely getting better with every episode, though.
It's getting way better. Every episode, it gets way better. I'm going to give this an 8 right now. An 8. Maybe an 8. Yeah, I'll give it a strong 8.
I was thinking around 7.5, but you know,
I was gonna say 7.5, but after the last episode with him spraying the fucking bikers down and him starting to become menacing, an 8. It's an 8 for me. Yeah, especially once we get into these Boba Fett moments where it's like, that's Boba Fett.
I mean, like I've mentioned before, Boba Fett was, and I think he is once again my favorite character, and it's great to actually have moments where it's like, well, he'll just fucking mow you down if he.
Yeah, like if you he literally, It's
my guy isn't scared of rancors, and he's treating him like it's a big ass puppy. I mean, like, he's a badass. So definitely high. Yeah. I'm excited for these last couple episodes.
And we'll get to predictions right now because there's a lot going around. I don't know how dialed in you are.
I just keep hearing people go, there's no way it's the Pikes. There's got to be Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn's done, boy. Died with Maul, I think.
Probably.
So, of course, we're hiring bounty hunters, right? He hires Black Krrsantan. We're going to see Mando again. There's a lot to talk about with Mando because Mando's left in such a weird spot at the end of season 2 for his show. Are we going to see Bo-Katan? Are we going to see
I know. I was thinking, I was like, are we going to see Mando? He's got like the Darksaber and Bo-Katan's just like over his shoulder, like,
big sad.
Fucking fight me right now, you nerd. And he's like, no, I'm not going to fight you.
Dude, I love at the end of season 2 also where he's like, just take it.
Please, for the love of God, take it.
And fucking,
no.
What's his name, stirring the pot. Moff Gideon's over there just like, she can't. And then he's like, this is the fucking... I love how Mando's like, this is the stupidest shit ever.
Like, this is dumber than me not taking off my helmet. The fuck?
Yeah. So we'll see what spot Mando's at. I'd love to see what's happening there if we're just gonna see him. Yeah. But there's a lot of other people that people are bringing up because
Please Morrison tell me. I've no clue.
Been doing interviews and he's like, yeah, just you wait for some of these colorful characters to show up. And everybody's like, colorful characters? This means we're gonna see Cad Bane and we're gonna see...
Bro, Cad Bane would be dope.
So if we see live action Cad Bane, that'd be fucking crazy. The odds of that, though, to me are like...
But they've always had this big, like, rival tension. And, I think a lot of people keep it canon that Cad Bane was the one who put the dent in his helmet.
Yeah, so... Who knows? Cad Bane's kind of out there. To me, at least. A lot of people believe Cad Bane's going to show up. Cad Bane's all out there. I would love to see Bossk. I think Bossk is definitely
I feel like
possible.
Bossk is... Because they keep bringing in the fucking lizards.
Yeah, they keep bringing the Transdotion, so I'm like, the Bossk has to show up. It wouldn't honestly surprise me if Bossk is working for the Pikes. Like, if we get to see a Boba versus Bossk or something, that'd be really dope. But he's assembling like the Avengers of the bounty hunters right now, really. Um, he's just trying to bring together bounty hunters. So almost any bounty hunter that's alive, I think we might see, because Boba Fett's, one of the biggest names in bounty. And if Boba Fett's hiring, Boba talks about it in the flashbacks with Fennec, right? He's like, we always work for these fucking dumbasses. Like, let's fucking hire, let's be the people that hire the bounty hunter.
You know who became a bounty hunter and then wasn't really seen again?
Who?
Asajj Ventress.
Oh, Asajj. I think she's dead canonly though in her book. I
Is
might
she?
be wrong.
Oh, okay.
That would be crazy though if Jon
Yeah.
Favreau just flips the script and he's like, Asajj.
He's like, Asajj is here. Fuck you.
So a lot of people are talking about. They announced Dave Filoni's directed episode 6 or 7 of the show. I forget. And whenever fucking Dave Filoni's directing, it's a Clone Wars character. So I honestly, Asajj Ventress would be so sick. I think we're gonna see. So it's hard for me to believe that like it's just the Pike. We're just dealing with the Pikes. I think there's got to be a deeper story here than just some
Crimson
fucking
Dawn.
Stop. But I think this might be a lead up to Thrawn or Ahsoka or something, right? That like maybe Thrawn's peddling spice for money because he's fucking broke.
Or the First Order is refunding themselves.
Shut the fuck up. I don't even want to remember those.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of other bounty hunters that were with Bosk, like Bosk, and there's what's the guy's name that's with the bandages and the.
Oh yeah, that dipshit.
It starts with a D. Descar. Fuck. I look like a fake fan.
I don't know. I know who you're talking about though. Bandage Man.
Yeah, Bandage Man. Mummy Boy.
Ah, yes, the mummy guy.
Oh, I heard someone said that we might see Han Solo and Chewie. I think that's off the table. If
no
think that,
fucking way.
It would be crazy, right? If Han,
yeah,
because he's like on the path of good, but then at like Force Awakens, you see him and he's like a fucking degenerate dad. Fucking fuck if I know. Maybe this.
I do not believe at all if Boba texts Han, he's like, yo, my guy, sorry about like 3 years ago, but I need your help. Han would just be like, lol, fuck you. That's what he'd get. Yeah. And then block.
Yeah, I hope we see like a Pike ship or something. Like I hope it's not on Tatooine the whole time. As much as I love Tatooine, I hope they go off planet.
I don't like sand. It's coarse. It gets me everywhere.
Best pickup line in the world.
I know. I gotta use that one.